one of the things that we spoke about before we started recording is, the need to differentiate, a strength coach versus a technical coach, even versus a mental coach or an individual trying to coach themselves. And this is not, we both started in strength and conditioning. We still are at some capacity, but this is not about this conversation isn't about coaching just in the weight room. It's about understanding principles around how we can coach ourselves, how technical coaches can work with different types of players, how strength coaches can apply their coaching philosophies, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to open that up for you to just speak on as well, because you had good points when we discussed it.
Yeah. Ultimately, you and I are talking about movement. It doesn't matter if we're talking about shooting a basketball, lifting a barbell, right, or trying to drive your score on the golf course down on the weekend. These are all movements. And ultimately, what we think and how our body is physically formed, our strength, our power, our mobility, our size, our limb length, these two things collide together to dictate ultimately what we see, movement, and how effective we are at it, skill level. And so it's interesting, even though my work, as you've said, was based and rooted in strength and conditioning, the uptake of it has been far-reaching and wide-reaching, primarily into sport coaching, because the more complex the movement is, right, the more joints and muscles and speed of movement that's involved, the more you need to have your mental game on point in terms of what you think about while you move, which means there's greater level of risk and sensitivity to influencing that mind-body connection via a coach, which is the centerpiece of what my work is trying to help influence. So that when we offer up a cue, when we offer up an insight, when we offer up a lens, a way with which we can look at this next rep, we do it in a way that positively influences versus negatively interferes with the movement. And just to give, hopefully, a point that everyone can relate to, whether it be strength coach, physical therapist, kid learning to play, elite player, or coach, it's this. And it's a statement we've either said, heard, or possibly both. Coach, I know what to do. I just don't know how to do it. For me, it is the perennial problem of coaching. And that is, I could be strong enough, tall enough, mobile enough. I have all the instruments in the orchestra ready to go. But if I don't have a good conductor, Carl, if I don't have that is to bring it all together from a skill execution perspective, especially when it matters, i.e. under pressure, it doesn't matter how good all those ingredients are. You need a chef to bring it together. You need a conductor to bring it together. And in our world, that's the headspace. Mm-hmm. That's the mind space that I'm in when I'm learning and performing. And that's where a coach has a unique opportunity to dialogue and collaborate with their athletes to get low cognitive pollution and high precision of thought.
Mm. That's great. And I think, there is a tendency, if an athlete isn't able to do a certain action, there is a tendency for coaches, including myself at times, to think directly to, is it a physical limitation? Yes. Or is it intent limitation? Athletes don't always have the cognitive ability or understanding or the confidence to say, I know I'm trying to, but I just can't. And, being able to self-reflect is a big part of our job, and something that we should all try to focus on, because it does do one thing: it'll make us better coaches.